Squat Shack proudly presents Girls Night Out. Group of badass mothers showing you what it's like to be one bad mother.
Welcome, everyone. I am your co-host for Girls Night Out, our very first episode. My name is KJ, or Constance, as the Shack Show knows me, but also known as Mama Owl. To start off, I guess I'm gonna just say we all know that I have mini Squatch, and then half Squatch, and then Squatch and I also just welcomed our third little Squatch. So next, to my right, we are gonna welcome Mama Penguin.
Or Ashley. I do not have any squatches. I have two girls that are about 5 years apart. I collect penguins religiously, hence Mama Penguin. Like KJ said, this is our first episode, so we're kind of winging it and to see what's going to happen. The point of the show is just mamas bitching about mama life and how it's not fair. And now I'm going to pass it on to our third co-host.
Hi guys, I am Roberta, or Mama Macchiato, because I live on coffee and macchiato is my favorite drink right now. I had my roommate 10 years ago.
Who doesn't pay rent?
She didn't have a job or nothing, man.
They're the worst kind.
She doesn't clean. She doesn't cook. She drives me nuts, but I love that little shit.
They're like the best friend that never has any money.
She's got Crohn's disease, so we spent a lot of time in the hospital. More coffee, please. And yeah, we're just trying to make it through this fucking life.
And we again welcome you to our Girls Night Out, or GNO, where Squatch begs me to get away from the kids.
Who's watching all the kids?
Yes, right now he is watching all the kids, and as long as we keep doing this podcast, he's gonna keep watching all the kids.
And we pray.
And we're not sponsored by them, but cupcake wine is really delicious.
Yes.
Moscato d'Asti, baby.
Yes, so if you don't like wine, but you like stuff that tastes like Kool-Aid, you need to try it out.
It's sweet and not dry.
It is very yummy. I don't even drink wine, but I love this stuff. Roberta got me hooked. She's a bad friend. Peer pressure.
I don't even drink. This is the one thing I drink.
She brought 2 bottles at my house. Don't let her fool you. She does drink.
The funny thing is, like, I told Vinny that we should do, instead of like calling it like Girls Night Out, it should be in This Is Why We Drink Mom Edition.
Yes. Yes, I vote for renaming. Sorry, Vinny.
Well, I mean, I know he's gonna get mad at me because I always plug this too. Him and I got into this podcast. Well, more him than I. He just welcomed it to me because he loves this podcast as a true crime and also a ghost story. But they do, and This Is Why We Drink. One tells like a story of true crime, and then she's like also the one that drinks like all this wine and box wine and stuff like that, and she always says what she's drinking. And then the other one also, she doesn't drink, but she drinks like milkshakes, so it's always a different milkshake. So like they sit there and tell their stories of like the true crime and ghost stories, but before every episode they always explain
Hey, this is what I'm
like,
drinking.
yeah. And then it's always too of what went through their day And I was like, and this is why I drank today. Like, and so I told him, it's like, we should just do a, this is why we drank. Mom edition. You know what I mean?
I agree.
Yes.
Sorry, Benny. I'm your boss. You have to listen to me.
Right?
And yes, he is my employee.
And we celebrate today. I got
Yes.
keys.
You got keys to your house? Yes.
I got keys. I got notice that my uncle beat COVID back with his own fucking cane.
See, more
Yes.
cheers for that.
That man
Ashley.
is stubborn.
The trash took himself out.
Fuck yeah, that's the best kind of.
I am going through a divorce.
See, okay. Well,
And
I have
he's
to
in
give it to the-
rehab. Because he's an alcoholic who can't function.
We're gonna have to dig into more to that.
Yes.
We're
So
gonna
the
have to
trash
talk,
took
right?
himself out.
The time and place theory. There's a time and a place
place
for
theory,
everything.
yup.
Yes.
You can't drink all day every day.
No, you can't. But sociably, mom edition, yes,
You're
you can.
right.
Yes.
This
I
is-
got told today, or got the email this morning, that my on my credit card, it got increased. So it was something that I was totally not expecting. Benny told me or suggested to do it, but I just got the email this morning, so it was
Yes,
sweet.
we're
Yes.
gonna-
Congratulations.
Lean it out.
Yes.
And
No.
that'll help with Christmas.
Yes.
Well, again, that's why we have Finger Hut. That was, we were hoping that was gonna help with Christmas. But my biggest thing is, I'm ready to go back to work, kinda, kinda.
We understand.
We do. We do.
Because you're doomed if you do, and you're doomed if you don't.
Yeah.
Because society can't make up their damn mind what the responsibility of a woman is.
Everything.
I second that.
Yeah.
I-
Everything.
yo.
We do it all.
Yes, we do it all.
You work like you don't have kids, and you raise your kids like you
don't work.
Yes.
And meanwhile, you still got to keep your house clean
Yes.
Yup.
and get your chores done.
Oh, and by the way, since the trash took itself out, I've only used 4 bags of trash this week instead of 8.
OMG, what the hell?
And I still have 1.5 gallons of milk in my house.
Oh my god.
And we used to go through 5 gallons a week.
So, like, all he would do is drink alcohol and milk?
No, his kids like to make big bowls of cereal and waste. But that's okay. I have nothing against those kids. I love them dearly, and I do pray that hopefully this will be the second chance for his parent or their parents to be better individuals.
Yes.
Because crappy parents suck.
Yeah, they do.
But we'll get in that later. It's not for today. But I am getting better. So, hopefully soon I'll have my name changed. I'll go back to the other name, which is fine too. It's less letters. So.
That's not right. Oh my god, did you see mine?
Roberta, I don't even know what your legal name is.
Oh man, I'm like supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Call me Miss.
She truly is. She got like 2 last names, 3 middle names, and 2 first names.
Oh my gosh, and my nicknames as a kid because nobody can say Roberta.
They still can't say it.
How is that hard?
I don't know.
Okay.
Today an email got sent and her name was like Rob Burpa. I don't know. It didn't even make
He
any
doesn't
sense.
say it any better. I mean,
Oh
like,
my
he actually
God.
butchered it less, spelling it wrong.
Robert with an A.
Right,
It's
like,
not that hard.
it's-
Now, KJ's name, I'm just glad she goes by KJ because I looked at her first name and I'm like,
That's how everyone looks at my first name and is like, what the
What does that
hell?
say?
Yes.
this is Constance.
Yeah,
no,
no.
it doesn't. It's like Duquesne in Missouri, but it looks like John Wick or whatever.
Yeah, no, like everyone looks at it and is like, is it Constanza? Constantine?
Oh my God, does nobody
like, well,
we
no,
don't teach
the
spelling anymore.
the thing that really fucks everyone up is the K and the Z. The Z fucks everyone up on that.
Yes.
And especially when I go to spell my name, like, everyone starts off with a C. And then it's like, no, sorry, it's a K. And then when they get to the Z, it's still like, they put a C and it's like, nope, sorry, it's a Z.
Right?
And they're like, well, I mean, that's pretty, but yeah, no.
We're gonna blame it on the education system. because I got an email from my daughter's third grade teacher saying we're not going to do spelling tests anymore. They don't care if they spell the words right.
What?
They just want them to be able to put them in a sentence.
What?
Yes. My daughter's in third grade and no longer will have a traditional spelling
No.
test.
Oh my God, no.
And by the way, Common Core math has screwed up this generation.
Yeah.
I have been to several fast food restaurants, and the gentleman or the lady cannot count back change, even if the little printer screen at the
It
cash
tells
register
you how much?
tells you how much to give back. They had to pull out their phone and use a calculator app.
Oh my gosh.
No, okay. I've done that, but it's like if like at the last minute you always have that customer and goes, "Oh, here's the change," and like
I
gives you
understand that.
After you
part.
already put it in.
Yeah.
Okay, because at Wendy's they have a screen, you know, where you can either say they paid exact, the exact amount, or you could hit the 20. It looks like $20 bill. They have a 10, a 5. You know?
Yep.
So you can like push the 20. It'll tell you exactly how much change to give. And then there's that little old lady that's like, here's a penny.
yeah.
Oh my God.
That
Or
throws
the
like
people-
everything off.
The people that would pay with a debit card, but they would hand you pennies. They would be like, if your total is 10.03, they'd give you 3 cents in their credit card.
Yep.
And you're just
Yeah.
like,
So as you all can tell, that Roberta and I've worked fast food before.
to.
everyone should.
Have you?
Yes, my favorite job. I worked at Subway in Daytona Beach, Florida. And by the way, college students, you need to respect your hotel rooms because y'all are nasty. I worked at a hotel the whole month of March. So it was spring break for 4 weeks. And that was back in 2006-ish.
Yes.
Doing housekeeping?
Y'all are nasty. Nasty mofos. You fit 15
God.
people in a room. One group of boys ripped off both beds off the wall. Y'all were sleeping on half-eaten hamburgers. Anyways, do better, okay? Do better. And tip your housekeepers. Okay, but back to my Subway story. So I worked at Subway in Daytona Beach at the end of the bridges that go into, they split Florida to the beach. So you go over the bridge to go and go over the bridge to come back. Anyways, I worked at Subway and I worked the late shift because they were open till 3 in the morning because you drunk ass bitches.
Need some
Anyways,
sandwiches, right?
need sandwiches. I had a manager named Daryl who was black and gay as can be. Then I worked with another guy, sorry Vinny, named Vincent, who was a black drag queen. Those two boys were the best manager team I've ever had. I will never, ever forget that experience. And they both wanted Lexi's father at that time. I'm not married to him anymore because he was a bearded white man that was a little chubby. They tried to take my husband.
Should have let him have
So, and I worked at Sonic and a little restaurant named Blazer back in my old hometown in Gardner, Kansas. Woo, woo, go Trailblazers. Anyway, so yes, I worked fast food and housekeeping and grocery stores and retail and all sorts of stuff.
So you done it all.
Done
Done
it
You're done it
all.
all now.
Done it all. But yes, I will never forget my days at Subway. So much fun. So much fun.
Yeah, if you haven't served the public, then you just haven't lived.
And I think everybody should be because some of y'all are very mean to retail people or
Oh my
fast
God,
food
I
people.
remember I always got yelled at, bitched at because I was like going, nope, here's your refund. You're being like this way to my crew members. Like, have a nice day. And they always like, what? I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna stand for that shit. Like, here's your shit. Go bye.
Nope. I don't understand why people gotta be rude.
Especially during this
If you're in
pandemic.
a hurry, work on your time management skills.
Right?
Amen
No
to
offense
that.
to Roberta. I'm surprised she beat me here tonight.
Yeah, baby!
Actually, I think Vinny was surprised that she would beat you.
So let me tell you the reason I'm late. I used to be on time early for everything in my life.
Not no more.
And then my roommate,
Except work.
man, my roommate, this child, oh my God. I'm like, hey, did you get this? Did you get that? Do you have everything that you need? And she's like, oh, yeah. I gotta poop. And I'm like, Okay,
Great.
I'll sit outside and smoke a cigarette while I wait for you. And that is why I can get myself places on time. But my roommate, if we're going someplace together, yeah, we're gonna be late.
You're just screwed.
It's just like I try to keep her on this like, strict timeline, like getting ready in the morning, for school. And and I get her up at 6:30. She's supposed to eat, then she's supposed to get in the bath at 7. She's supposed to be out of the bath by like 7:10 because she truly just sits in the water thinking it's magically gonna clean her. And so
It's time to take showers.
she's afraid of the shower. When I was a kid, I was afraid of the shower too because I saw that scary movie where that girl died in there. It was too hot.
Oh my god.
But I'm older.
This explains a lot about Roberta.
Right.
Right. I was terrified of showers for the longest time, so I can't really blame her. But seriously, sitting in the water does not make you magically clean. So I have to like stick my head in and out of the bathroom and like harp on her a little bit. Like, did you wash with soap? Like all the cracks, baby, all the cracks. And and then the hair thing. Oh my God. So today I was thinking, okay, it's been chilly. Like we're not gonna like comb hair. We're just like get your hands wet, smooth it down because she's got all the curls and comes with all the frizz. That girl dunks half her head under the water, and I'm like, my head exploded, and I'm like, ah. Yeah, and so anyway, but back to the timeline, like 7:10, she's supposed to get out of the bath, and then that gives her time to get dressed, and the idea is that we get out of the house by 7:30. So by 7:30, I don't know what happens, but there is like some kind of black hole of time that we will walk out of the house at like 7:35. We live like 3 blocks from her school. And we
Not no more.
We pull up at her school at 7:45, and I don't understand where that like 10 or 15 minutes goes because it only takes 3 minutes to drive to her school. So somehow between like 7:35 and 7:45, 7:50, it's like a black hole of time that just it's gone. It only takes 2 seconds for those 15 minutes to go by. I don't get it, but yeah, so. We usually get her to school on time, but yesterday she like walked in at 7:58, and I was like, "You better hit the doors running." She's like, "We're not allowed to run."
It's like you run or you're gonna be tardy.
And then I was like, "Quit arguing with everything I say," and she's like, "I don't."
It's called preteen.
And I'm like, "You just proved my point."
They don't care.
You guys kind of make me happy that I got boys now, even though I wanted the girls so bad.
Yes, we're not talking about that.
God no.
She literally cried in my office
I bawled.
when the blue balloons did not come out of the box.
No.
It was a failure all the way around.
Oh,
So no
God.
more ginger reveals for me. None more. I'm done.
Yeah, no,
I'll do
I-
baby showers. I'll do birthday parties. I'll do weddings, receptions, or
Yeah, no,
bridal showers, but no more
When I saw
telling
those
the world
blue
what the babies are.
balloons, Vince and I both cried, and I cried all the way to my department, getting my boots on and everything. Like I was crying, and like all the tears dried up as soon as I hit like the doors to go like onto the floor, and everyone's looking at me, and they're like, some of them are like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "No, no."
Nope.
Oh shit!
no.
I walk around work crying all the time. It's fine, baby. It's fine.
Part of being a woman. Some of us are very emotional.
What is wrong with her today?
I think about that every day with you.
Right? What could it be? And I'm
What
like,
could be it?
what could be? My fucking air fryer died today. My washer dried tomorrow. Like, what else is gonna break?
Right? As we have a kid coming out.
She was spying on us.
No,
No,
it
it
was
was Shelby.
yours. It was Shelby.
Yeah.
She's probably bored. She's like,
I
I
don't know
don't
how
want
she
to
could
go
be
to
bored.
Vinny's. I want to stay home.
They were playing Mario Kart. I want to go play Mario Kart.
Well, we got like so many. Well, we try to get so many different games for that because the boys really enjoy the Nintendo, which that was the best
Do
$300
you know what the
we
girl
ever
said
did.
to me, Lexi and her friend?
Callie.
Did you play the original Nintendo? I was like, yes.
All of
Yes,
us
I
did.
did.
I had an Atari at one
I
time.
had one too. Oh my god.
And when Erin was doing her past, present, and future little computer thing where she had to pick something current, like a technology or whatever, and basically report like the lifehood of it, like where it started and what it looks now. She found an old box TV, and I was like, I had one of those when I was a kid, and guess what was on top of it? Another TV. Because when the one box TV broke, you just
Yeah.
got a new
Oh
one and
my
used it as a
God.
TV
Because
stand.
it weighs 6,000 pounds.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Did you ever try to move one of those things? We used to crawl inside them. You know, because they'd have cabinets on
Oh,
each
yeah.
side. Yeah, we used to crawl inside them.
Nope, never crawled inside of a box.
How about a tractor tire?
I did a dryer at when we
A
played
dryer.
hide and go seek with my family, and I won. It took me about 15 minutes to find me.
Oh my
I'm glad nobody turned the dryer on.
god. Right.
Hey, my aunt killed her cat by doing that.
Oh, that would be devastating.
It's okay, she's a bitch. I don't care.
But was the cat a bitch?
I don't remember. However, my aunt did really make good sugar cookies, but she's a bitch. She's a greedy.
That bitch can bake.
She might smoke pot. I don't know.
Well, everybody that smokes pot can bake.
Well, maybe
Or
she
get
needs to.
baked.
I would hope so, right?
My mama got high at my grandma's funeral with my cousin.
That sounds like a good reason to get high.
She didn't know it was weed in the little vapor stick
No way.
until she was already lit.
Oh my god, somebody gave me a brownie like that once. We were going to see.
By the way, in the state of Kansas, it's illegal to eat or smoke marijuana. Shh. For now.
For now.
In Denver.
However, we're really close to Colorado.
In Denver, my friend gave me a magic brownie I did not know was magical. And we were going to see Fantasia 2000. And it was the first date.
Roberta, you just dated us.
Oh my god. Okay, so I was in my early 20s. And yeah, oh man, and that thing was strong too. And so we're sitting there, it was at an IMAX theater too. It had like ultra big screen. Oh man, I was just. This poor date is the first time he took me out, the last time he took me out. And I'm like, I have my arms like wrapped around his arm because I was questioning reality. Oh man. Good times, good times.
All right, let's talk about our first date. Since you just talked about a date.
Which one?
Your very
Very
first
first
date
date.
with anybody. Like the very first time you went on a date. Do you remember back that far?
But no, give me a minute. You guys go first.
I'm actually trying to think. God, who was my... Actually, since you brought it up.
Yes, I was 12 years old. And we'll just say his initials are MM. Okay, we won't tell his real name. And his mama came and picked me up and took us to Pizza Hut.
Nice.
And we used our reading tickets or tokens or whatever. Like you used to read a bunch of books to get
Yeah, to get that
coupons for free
personal.
pizza. And so we used our free pizzas for our date. And then we walked across the street to Sonic and had ice cream. And then his mama came and picked us up and took me home.
Aww.
That was my first date. However, that was not my first kiss, but that was my first date.
Was that your first love?
No.
We're going no.
No. But anyways, my first love was kind of like a romance movie that kind of ended tragically. So we can talk about that later. I got great stories.
Oh, God. Okay, Roberta, did you think of yours?
Oh, I'm struggling because
She must have been on a lot of dates.
No, No, I'm trying to. I mean, I had my first kiss boyfriend when I was 14. And I know we used to walk to school together and hold hands. So,
Up the hill in the snow for 7 miles.
No, we were in
Kinda like
Southern
how our
California.
parents say.
We were in Southern California, baby. It was beautiful. But it was a 3-mile walk to school.
Ugh.
Yeah. Well, because in Southern California, if you want to ride the bus, you have to pay for it. And my parents are like, fuck off. You have bicycles. And it was, so when I was in elementary school here in Kansas, we rode our bikes to our little one-room schoolhouse that's like outside of town on 4th Street.
Yeah.
Over by K-Cow where they keep the cows. There
Yeah.
used to be a schoolhouse out there, and we lived over on 8th Street by Schlanger Park. And so we had to go the back way on Rouse and then go to the fire station and turn right and then go all the way back on those country roads and then turn left to get back out on the 4th Street, because my parents didn't want us on 4th Street because there's no shoulder, there's no sidewalk
Right.
or anything. So by going by way of the countryside, then we were off that main road. But it made it 8 miles each way. And I mean, we were like in 1st and 2nd grade, you know, like, I mean, my first bike was my mom's banana bike from when she was a kid. And that shit was ugly. It was orange and it had like these big ass ugly flowers on. And my brother had a fucking Schwinn. And I'm like, what the
He was the favorite.
Right?
Obviously.
Obviously.
Right? So anyway, in Southern California, you know, like, so when I started dating this guy, or, you know, we would walk so that, you know, we could hold hands. Can't hold hands on a bike. And, yeah.
Be so difficult.
That was the only guy I ever dated that was worth a shit.
We'll get into that later. All right, KJ, your turn.
I guess it's my turn. If this doesn't tell you, I would think my first true date was with Vinny.
Oh.
I mean, him and I started dating back in kind of 8th grade. Then, I mean, we broke up before freshman year, and then got back midway of our senior year. So, I mean, there's nothing really special. Him and I did the whole little dorky, went to the movies. I think he had a coupon at that time.
Do you guys have a coupon for tomorrow?
No.
Wait, what's
We
tomorrow?
act-
Their
Saturday.
first date.
Oh, right.
Saturday is supposed to be his birthday.
Yeah.
So,
Happy birthday.
since it's his birthday, we're gonna do a dinner before, and then the new Marvel movie is coming out. So he really wants to go watch that. I mean, him and I have both been kind of like, he got me more into the Marvel kind of. I'm more into the same crap now that he's in, so I'm like, yes, let's go.
Nice.
And then, yeah, so we're just gonna make it a whole date night, and then of course Saturday we're gonna go do that wine testing for his birthday. So, but him and I were just laughing about it because we're like, this is actually like our first date in we don't know how many years now.
You
So-
must remember to date your spouse.
And use protection.
That's only if you want to. KJ secretly
Yeah.
still wants a girl.
I would still love a girl, but
You can borrow my roommate.
Okay, she wants a soft and squishy one that
She's soft
cries
and
but doesn't
squishy.
backtop yet.
oh my god,
She definitely
yes.
cries.
No, I kind of get this after 2 baby daddies now and all. They're just gonna keep giving me boys, so I think I'm just done with it.
It is the dudes that yeah,
Yeah,
it's their fault.
and I mean, especially since Vinny now has given me 2 little squatches that are both boys. I'm done.
Okay, so where does the term squatch come from?
Since he likes to be, or since he's so tall and all hairy and everything.
Big.
Oh, he thinks of himself as a Sasquatch.
Well, it's not just like he thinks of it. I think it really originated with like our old friend group. Always called him like Sasquatch.
I see,
So-
I see.
We
So they're mini squashes.
Yeah,
I get it.
because in our ghost show too, which if no one has gone check that out, you me to. It's Squash Stories. So Vince and I just sit there and we just do true crime and ghost stories. But every now and then, with some of our true crimes, it kind of it's like one of those hits hard because it has to deal with kids. So then we bring up like Mini Squatch. I think our last episode that we did was, it had to do with something close to like Jude's birthday and everything. So we're like so much like Mini Squatch. Like,
Right.
hopefully he's not gonna turn into a serial killer now and all that. And yeah. So each time I always want to say, like, drop their names, and he's like, nope, it's Mini Squatch. And
Mini
it's like, okay. So then with our middle, it's always, since he's not really Benny's, it's half Squatch. And it's like, well, still. So even though he's not Benny's, Benny still thinks of him as his. So
Yeah.
yeah.
And that's the way it should be.
I am very grateful that he does think him of that. I mean, you do get the parents that are like, no, that's not my biological kid. Like, fuck off. I mean, you of course get it.
Yes.
But
I get it.
That's what
Yeah.
makes dating as a single parent really, really hard, because we're kind of set in our parenting ways, and the last thing that we want is somebody else to come in and try and like take over our dynamic or change our belief system when it comes to parenting. And
Right.
you know, like, so it's really hard to find somebody that's like dateable, or that you're interested in, that, you know, has the same belief system that you have, you know. And that's probably why Josh and I never moved in together, you know, because our parenting styles were super, super, super different. And there were other reasons also, but, you know, I mean, he was good with Maya, but I couldn't get along with his kid, because his kid, God love that boy needs help. I mean, wow. But anyway, the point that I'm making is that, you know, like, we're getting older and we're set in our ways, and we want to date other people and we want love, but we don't want people coming in and changing things,
stepping on
and
toes.
making things complicated, and, you know, like, you know, it's just got to kind of fit fairly naturally. And then I think people try and force things, and it just doesn't work.
Y'all.
To second what Roberta and KJ was talking about, I have made a new red flag list for myself.
Nice.
So when I start dating again, if I meet a gentleman who does not have anything to do with his children, and his reasoning is because his baby mama is crazy, I'm running.
Yes.
Running. Okay? We'll get in
Right.
more detail about my life and what I've been going through for the last month. But yes, do not fall for it, ladies, because they are full of fucking shit.
Yo.
Most of the time. There might be some crazy mamas out there that are keeping the kids away from their daddy. Now, I agree to that if they're keeping the kids safe. So if the dad's an alcoholic or abuses drugs or is abusive to themselves or the other people, then yes, keep the kids. But if there's nothing wrong with this man, let him see his fucking kids. A parent deserves to have their children in their life. My stepdaughter said to me one time, we were driving to go meet her mother, and she literally looked at me and said, my mother better feel lucky. And I said, why? She goes, because you and my daddy let me see her instead of what my mommy did to my daddy. So yes.
That like,
So please,
Wow.
if there is nothing wrong with the other parent, let him or her, because there are daddies out there that have full custody of their kids, let them see them. Stop playing the damn games. Stop playing the head games. Stop playing the victim. Grow up and be a fucking parent. Don't be a friend. They do need chores. They need to do their homework. They need to be respectful to people. They need to admit their faults. You are ruining the next generation if you think you just need to be your kids' friend. We are fucking doomed.
amen to that.
Yo.
I mean,
We are doomed.
I totally agree. And you know what's sad is that like my roommate, she doesn't want to do any of that stuff. She doesn't want to do any chores.
It's time to take the Chromebook away.
Oh, I know.
Accidentally break it in the move.
Right? Oh God. No,
You
I
really
can't.
don't
hide
have to
it.
break it.
Or
Just
just
say
hide
it's
it.
wrong.
I'm like,
Just hide
you know
it.
what? We lost it. I
Yeah.
don't know where that box went. But I don't know. I'm like gonna put a timer on the internet or some shit because
Just don't set up the internet.
Oh, it's just driving me
Yeah.
nuts. Well, I need
Cox Cake, who do you
Right.
have now?
I have Uverse right now.
Is that AT&T?
Yeah, it's,
They don't go out by where you're moving
So
to.
I was thinking, what about Cox?
They do, but it's like $108 a month.
What?
Yes. So I'm on the list for Crocan, and it's $70 a month, but it's a 2 to 3 week lead time.
You're paying $70?
I will pay $70 for internet.
What?
What?
I got Croccan right now, and I'm only paying 60.
Well, they told me I could do 70 or
Oh.
60, and I chose what's $10 more, so I got the fastest speed.
Right.
Well, I
So
mean-
we might have to move this all into one of my
Oh
3
no,
open
no.
bedrooms.
I mean, we.
I would be close enough to you.
You're not bargaining my my internet.
Split that bill.
Right.
We totally split that bill.
No, because
crazy.
originally Vince and I were with AT&T, and then when we just did a switch, because he saw that Croccan for just like a few bucks more, like we get a higher speed. So he's like, "Fuck it, like we're switching." And I mean, of course, it's all in my name, but
Where I
like,
live and where Roberta's about to live, because she's gonna be living in my backyard. We're considered
Boondock
the
Saints.
country, so
um,
AT&T doesn't go out. It's literally.
Well,
I
they're
had
not gonna have
AT&T
Uber,
and I
so-
moved 2 miles, and they're like, "Nope, we don't service out there." So then we had to go to Cox Cable, and they're crooks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, Cox, I had them for a while, but I was under their like promo, you know, so I don't remember if it was 6 months or 12 months, probably 12 months, you know, and then the promo ends and they jack your rate up like $20. And so I would go in and I had a really good rapport with them, you know, and was super friendly with them. And, you know, so I'd go in and I'd be like, you know, "Hey guys, you know, I'm low income." Oh, let me tell you, they pissed me off because as a low income parent, Maya was on Medicaid and that qualified us for the low income internet service. They have all these rules about how you can't have had internet for the past 60 days with them to qualify for the low income internet. And when I went in and was setting up the service, I asked them, "What is your low income program?" And they were like, "Oh, we don't have one, blah, 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 blah." So it turns out, like over the next month, I discovered that they do in fact have a low income program. But because I went ahead and set up my internet service, even though I asked them if they had it and they told me no, they would not let me have the low income program because I fell into that. I'd had it within the last 60 days. And I was within 60 days of setting up the service. I was so
I would be so mad.
They screwed me on that.
Like I said, they're crooks.
Yeah.
And then, so after my 12-month promo was over, I would go in and they would manually adjust my bill back down to the promo rate because they were just cool like that. You know, like I said, I had a good rapport with these guys. Eventually I just got sick of going in every single month. And, you know, like they were really nice and I appreciated what they were doing. But having worked at the phone company before, you know, I was like, this is going to get flagged at some point. You know, you can't give somebody, you know, adjustments every single month. And so that was when I switched to Uverse, and I've been paying like $50 a month, and it's been a set rate for the like 2 years that I've had it. So I can't complain about that. I can't believe my internet bill is gonna double. That's gonna suck.
Again,
I
I
mean,
only.
they have the 50 option. It's like
Yeah.
10. It's like only 10 gig or something like that, so it's the slowest speed possible. But if you do a lot of streaming, they say to do the 60 or the 70.
Yeah, we did the
Right.
because of
That makes
his
sense.
podcasts and everything. We went with the 60, and I mean, between AT&T and this one, we noticed like the huge difference of him uploading the videos and everything. So
Right.
we've been very happy with Croccan, and I mean, yeah, it took the shitty part. It took 2 weeks for them to come out and do all this, but I mean, once they do it, like,
Is Croccan DSL technology?
It's fiber optic,
yeah.
so I don't know what
Well, fiber optic is the buried lines. That's
Yeah.
what Uverse is the
They
fiber
buried the
optic
lines
buried
for-
You
line.
can
Yeah.
ask Vinny.
Yeah. He's the more of the
He's the
tech.
tech man.
He's the tech man.
Him
I'm
and
just-
AJ, they talk about all that crap at work, and I'm just like, what are you talking about?
Huh.
Right.
I'm pretty happy with the Uverse. I mean, it seems to work pretty well.
Well, call them and see if they go out there. I don't think they do.
I
And if
doubt
they
it.
do, I'm gonna be pissed.
I doubt it.
Because I lived with Cox for a year.
Right?
I don't know. We've been happy with Crawcan. So.
Well, I mean, we don't do like TV service or anything. We just
Oh
stream.
yeah, I stream everything. I
Yeah,
got
we just
Netflix,
stream stuff
Prime,
online.
That's what
Disney.
Yeah, I'm not paying for
Hulu.
TV and internet. That's stupid.
Yeah, no, that's what
Who else is out there?
Netflix, Hulu,
I have those too.
Disney
Roku?
Plus.
I have-
No,
If you have a
that's
Roku TV
equipment.
or
That's equipment.
yeah, but I mean, all of our TVs are Roku.
I have Beachbody on demand, which is really good if you want to work out at home.
No, I get my workout at work. No.
I'm gonna make you come work
Don't,
out.
don't
I
even
purposely
say that.
get my workout at work. Why do you think I run up the stairs? Except I can't do.
Because you like to be loud and go say hi to the ghost.
But I can't. I can't. My hip can't handle it.
So wait, you
the
got
last couple of
you got
days.
a ghost?
Oh yes, we have a ghost in the parts room. We've had a ghost in the parts room probably for like, I'll be in the parts room 4 years in March. Yeah, there's a ghost in the parts room.
Penny hasn't said shit.
I thought it was just Jerry.
No, there's really a ghost in the parts room.
You know the office that's next door.
yeah.
Vinny's never told you about the ghost in the parts.
No!
He wants to do a show in the parts room.
Just
Yes,
to wait for the ghost.
We have a ghost.
Probably. Well, no,
He's
because
seen a gray thing go across the upstairs. We all were sitting downstairs and shit fell off the shelf up there. Yeah,
he's
we
fired.
have.
No,
we have a
he's
ghost.
fired. Like
That's okay.
I'm firing him from the shows. Now,
Yeah, we have a
I
ghost.
mean, even though we haven't done our show in a hot minute and keep talking about doing
And the
it,
one
but-
thing I'm so grateful about, when the trash took himself out, I don't have to hear about the ghost is following me, or I saw this, or I saw that. No, it's called alcohol. When you abuse your alcohol, you're not clear in your head and you think you see shit. Now, I do believe in ghosts and spirits and all that, but not as much as he did.
Oh my God.
I believe in vampires, werewolves. I think it's all out there. Like, we're all gonna die by zombies.
Please tell me. Wait,
We are. I think we're gonna die by zombies.
Is there life on other planets?
I think there is. We can't be the only motherfuckers out
That's
here. We're
what
probably
I'm
the
saying.
stupidest motherfuckers out here.
Absolutely, we are the.
I cannot believe our president shit in front of the Pope. Is that true? Because that's what Vinny was telling me.
Surely not. Hold on.
Oh my God! No, we're gonna have to go.
Google.
Okay, so while you're googling that, please tell me you believe in like mermaids.
Yes, I think all these creatures are real.
Okay, thank God, because Vinny thinks I'm fucking crazy for this
No.
shit. And
Where
I
do
mean,
you think this shit came? Like, okay, they could be kind of like Roberta and got baked in Colorado and made books about it. But no, seriously, like it had to have started somewhere.
well, no, because like with mermaids, they always say that like the sailors saw like manatees, but they mistaken them for like started saying that they were
Yeah.
like mermaids, and it's like
Is she
how can
really
you-
googling over there?
Yeah, she's googling.
Yeah, I'm totally googling.
That's
I
what
mean, I would.
All right, the headline so far is "Poopy Pants Biden: The real accident behind the hashtag and how trolls got it wrong."
Oh man.
So
Hold
yeah,
on,
okay.
hold on. Continuing reading.
But still, I don't think we're alone.
Okay. Well, again, Vinny thinks I'm crazy for believing in mermaids, and I'm like, no, they're really out there. Because I even showed him this documentary, and he's like, you know, that's all fake and shit. And I'm like, no, out in Seattle, they actually have a mermaid. The Navy is hiding it.
Yes.
But they
There's
actually have
Area
one.
51, so I wouldn't doubt it. They have all that stuff there.
Yup. Well, no, he's like, you know, that's all fake. I'm like, it's
You can
not.
believe in whatever
No,
you want.
No, I believe they are out there. They are swimming with the orcas. Yeah, the orcas. And I mean, because they even in the documentary they were showing that like some that were beached out because they were doing testing out there in Seattle and stuff like that. He's like, no. I was like, okay, whatever.
You believe in whatever you want
This
to believe
is
in.
sad.
What's that? Did he really shit himself in front of the Pope?
No,
Oh.
he went to the bathroom and they said that he was in there for quite some time.
Okay.
And
Normal for a man to poop.
that he faced similar allegations when he called for multiple bathroom breaks during his first debate with Trump.
He's
He
old.
might. Yes, he is. What is he like?
But
72?
hold
I don't know. He's
How old is
old.
the president?
My roommate has Crohn's disease.
Well, I know, he probably
She's
does
in the
too.
bathroom all the time.
And so is her mama.
Why are
You
we
pee more than a pregnant woman.
Yeah, but I probably have cancer, so
We don't. You
it's
don't have
fine.
cancer that I know of.
They don't explain a lot. But seriously, like, I mean, this kind of breaks my heart because
He probably just had
somebody
diarrhea from whatever food he ate on the airplane.
who had to use the bathroom, you know, and then of course, you know, I have to fight with the school about, you know, letting Maya have access to the bathroom. And
You just get a doctor's note that says, "Hey, she needs to use the bathroom X, Y, and Z."
like I have gone toe to toe with them about
I think it's time to switch
like-
schools because Isaiah, my
Right?
ex-stepson, however you want to label it, stepson, soon to be ex-stepson, he got a doctor's note from Dr. Pence, which if you live in the southeast Kansas area,
You know.
that's the doctor to go to. Anyways, she gave him a note that says that he has to use the nurse's bathroom 20 minutes after lunch to try to go poop. Because his guanfacine, he takes it for his Tourette's, made him so constipated
Right?
that we had to retrain his colon and everything. And so every time he eats, he's supposed to go to the bathroom 20 minutes after he eats, because I guess that's how you regulate your body. So if you're not pooping after you eating, then there's problems. Anyways, so he got a note from the doctor, and then Frontenac schools complied. He used the bathroom every day after lunch, the nurse's bathroom.
Well-
Hopefully it never stunk, but I don't know. The nurse never complained.
I mean, she should have a 504, which they didn't put in place for her.
It's time to switch schools.
And I mean, like, and I've told them, like, she needs unlimited access to water. She needs unlimited access to the bathroom. She may become fatigued. And the worst thing about Crohn's disease is it's a totally invisible disease. I mean, she
Right.
could look totally fine, you know, to anybody and everybody. But on the inside, you know, she's fatigued or she doesn't feel good. You know, and it's hard, you know, because she's consuming too many calories, but she's nutritionally poor, you know, because she's not getting what she needs from those calories, and her body has a hard time absorbing those nutrients, you know. And so I'm trying to find her, you know, like multivitamins and stuff. You know, the doctor says she needs to take iron, which makes you constipated.
Yes, it does.
Which is her kryptonite, is constipation. That's kind of
Right.
always been, you know, kind of like where you
issue.
butt heads, and it's like, okay, I got the constipation resolved, but now she's like iron deficient. You know, you're like, God, I just fixed the constipation, you know?
It's like, which one do you fix first, or keep?
And, you know, but yeah, it's really frustrating. And then, of course, you know, I've stood toe to toe with her, you know, like, hey, you cannot abuse your bathroom breaks or you're going to lose them. You know, like,
Right.
you need this, you know, you need to have this unlimited access. Don't screw it up. You know, so like there's, you know, we've had that conversation about honesty and, you know, like, let's not abuse the special privileges that we have. And I understand why, you know, teachers don't want to let kids just, you know, go to the bathroom willy-nilly. They, you know, play in there and fuck off and never come back. And,
Right.
you know, but Maya's like, she gotta go. She gotta go. You know, like, we're not holding her back.
I was actually wondering about it since you're moving out into like no man's land. Like, are you gonna switch her schools or?
I don't think I'm gonna switch her until next year, because I heard that Frontenac schools are full, but I don't know if that pertained to her grade or not. She has an excellent support system at her school, despite my complaints. But I was thinking that if I switch her next year, that would be 5th grade for her. That would be a good year for her to make friends before she goes to junior high school.
Right.
I think it would be because I moved a lot as a kid, and it was like I was always the new kid at school. And one of my best experiences was when we moved to Southern California. We moved there in 6th grade, and I didn't get acclimated and make friends until 7th grade. And then 8th grade was my best favorite year. And then I got to go my freshman year with them, and then after that I moved again. So, so I'm like, okay, if I could get her in 5th grade, then that'll give her all through middle school to have her, little friends.
Right.
And then she'll go to middle school and already have friends. It'll make 5th grade harder because she won't, she'll be the new kid. But, I'm like, well, I want her to make friends that she'll go to middle school with.
But see, if you keep her with the USD 250, like, that's not gonna matter because they'll all meet back up in middle school.
Is that where?
That's
Really?
where Lexi goes. Yeah.
No shit.
Yeah,
Like-
all the
If-
elementary
yeah.
schools here feed into
Oh,
one middle
well,
school, one high school.
Then if
Yeah.
if she's gonna go to the same high school or same middle school anyway, then I'll just keep her where she's at and I'll just drive it. And she has a good support system. They get her. They're used to her.
They just don't get their money.
And she's used to
Right.
them. But it's funny because she wants to change schools, and I'm like, baby, they're all the same.
I mean,
Which one does the boys go to?
they go to here to Lakeside.
So that's the school Maya would go to. We're zoned for
For
wait,
Lakeside?
what's West Side? Where's West Side at? By the Y?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
by the Y.
I think
West
that's
Side.
the elementary school is zoned for.
That's where-
the worst.
she's moving.
Yeah, that's the worst one.
That's where the boys were going. We were loving it, and especially both of the boys are on IEPs, especially Jude, because I mean everyone, you could tell why, at this point, why he needs it. But I mean, we never had problems with them. I mean, even though a lot of people complained about them.
I've heard a lot of complaints about West
Yeah,
Side.
but I mean, right now too, like since we moved and everything, everyone was telling me too that they were just completely full. Now again, if that was true or not, I don't know. But like, some people were being forced to move closer to whatever. If they were out of like that school district or West Side School District, they would have to move into their school district. And I mean, luckily again, we were moving, and I mean, we're only 2 blocks away basically from Lakeside. The boys love walking to school. If we don't walk to school, they're like so
Not happy
disappointed.
about
Yeah,
it.
no, especially now that it's getting cold, because I always took them to the park too on our way home. They're so upset about not, and they're like, "Can we go?" I'm like, "No, it's cold. Mama's not feeling good. Bubba's not feeling good. Like, we're going home." And yeah, no, they're bad about
We
it.
could get
I
you
hate
some
the
bibs.
cold too.
Yeah.
I love my bibs. I'd be like, put my bibs on and be like, have fun. You got 10 minutes. Hey,
Yeah,
wait, can we
no.
back up a minute? So seriously, Frontenac doesn't have its own middle school?
No, they do. My house
yeah.
is dual school district, so I have kids that go to Pittsburgh and I have kids that go to Frontenac.
Okay, because
Frontenac has,
I was
like,
gonna
their
move her
own-
to Frontenac for 5th grade so
Okay, but
that she
where-
could go to Frontenac Middle School.
The housing addition is zoned right now for Pittsburgh. Rumor has it that they're rezoning everything next year because they just did
Yeah.
the census this year, and so it might rezone to Frontenac. So where you're moving to has been Frontenac School District, and it's been Pittsburgh.
But they're not going to rezone it till next year?
Yes,
Before school starts?
yes.
Okay. Well, then
Yeah,
I
no.
guess I'll figure it out then.
Frontenac has
Because-
like their own little elementary, middle school, and high school
Yeah.
all like in one.
Yeah, they're connected.
Where we have so many
Oh,
different like
right, right.
elementaries
Well,
that
there's
go
a
to
smaller community.
yeah. But like with the USD 250 though, we got so many different elementaries that go into just our one big
Right.
middle school, and then
The
those
high
go all the
school.
way out to our high school.
You know what's
But-
funny is my mom complains about that. She was like, because she went to Pittsburgh High School when it was at the middle school. So at one point in time, that building was, like a piece of trash, and they couldn't use it anymore, and they just absolutely had to build the new high school. And then they turned around and turned it into a middle school. And she was like, it was like unfit.
Yeah,
You know,
Half
I
of it is.
know.
Well,
They
now
added onto the
now
the
and
front
now-
half of the school is not usable. They blocked it off and they just added to
because
it.
when Vinny and I were going to middle school, because I didn't transfer over to USD 250 until halfway through my 7th grade year. So at that time when Vinny and I were going through middle school, we were in the high school building area. And I mean, yeah, it was kind of trashy and shit like that. But I mean, that was our high school. Not until I think my middle sister, if not my little sister, no, I think it was my middle sister, who is 2 years younger than me, they added on that other half. And then that got all confusing. But I liked the high school half, even though it was kind of trashy. But, like...
You know what's funny is my high school in Montana was just this one building. It was just one building. It was so, you know, like, and they had a few more buildings that were added on to the bag. You know, like they had brought in some, what are those called? Manufactured, you know, like units, you know, but only a couple of them. Otherwise, the main building was just this one building. It was, how big was it? I don't know, maybe like 150 feet long, you know, like 40 or 50 feet wide, and that was pretty much it. I mean, it was just such a small school. I remember walking up to him and be like, that's it, huh? All right then.
And that's what we say sometimes to men.
And I still got lost.
Yes.
I couldn't find the math building because it was out back in another add-on, that one of those manufactured buildings that I mentioned earlier. Yeah, I couldn't find it. I was like, damn it, where's the math building? And I went in that math class, we watched Monty Python all day.
Yes.
Roberta, you're showing your age.
I had the coolest teacher. And I put Monty Python shit on Facebook and nobody laughs. They don't get it.
Oh my god. Obviously,
Good
Vinny's not
times.
getting it or seeing it because he would totally get it and would like laugh with you.
Yeah, I need my empty seashell so I can pretend that I'm a horse.
I guess I need to figure out what the hell y'all talking about.
Oh man.
That she's clapping on her thighs.
Oh my god.
Cheerio.
I would like to say I don't know what she's talking about, but at the same time,
Y'all are
thanks,
missing out.
thanks to Vinny, my movie music has expanded so much.
I hope you don't listen to the. I don't know what crap he listens when he opens boxes. It sounds like.
Jazz?
I think it is jazz. I don't know what it is,
Sounds
but it's
just like
awful.
jazz.
It's got no words. It's got just music playing. I'm like, dude, this what? It's like worse than elevator music.
Without the words, I'm just like, I hope I don't fall asleep.
I know.
And
how
I'm like,
can
but
you
I'm
listen
too
to this
busy. I mean, I'm too busy to fall asleep. But
Crap? How do you listen to this crap?
Oh, well, no, I know what you're talking about. I don't know what exactly he is listening
However,
to, but
When's Thanksgiving this year? The 25th?
yes.
Thursday.
Well, I know it's a Thursday.
It's a day.
Hold on.
I think it's the 25th. I think Christmas and Thanksgiving is exactly 30 days apart this year.
Go
Yes.
Go Gadget calendar.
Right,
Sorry,
that's
my
what
youngest has my phone. Hopefully no one's texting me anything inappropriate.
Yes,
20
Thanksgiving is on the
25th.
25th.
All right. They know the rules. The day after Thanksgiving, all we play is Christmas music in the parts room.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not kidding.
Oh, fuck my life.
Bring on your headphones.
Can I'm gonna need to take these headphones to work. I need cordless.
Hey, but I only listen to it from the day after Thanksgiving to the day after Christmas.
That's 30
and that's it.
fucking days.
30, well, not more like 25-ish. I don't know. We'll have days off in between there.
Oh my god.
Can I just come and like join you guys?
Okay,
Just like going back
sure.
to my
I don't
apartment. I don't want to go back. Well, I do want to
we
go back.
at least
but-
like mix in some Nat King Cole Christmas?
I just use Pandora Christmas and it plays whatever.
Oh.
It's pretty good station. They played some old school stuff and the new
some of
stuff.
the newer.
Yeah,
All right.
it's kind of good mix of everything.
I'm gonna be like, I'm at Pearl Jam. Merry Christmas!
That's fine too. You can make your own rendition.
Oh man.
Yes, it's. I used to drive all the ladies nuts.
God.
I like you a lot, but that's like,
You will come to the dark side. I have
Oh.
cookies. You will come and join us. You'll learn
She
to
does
love
get
it.
cookies, so I mean,
You will learn to love it.
so we just need to push. that when I go back after my maternity leave, just go with you guys.
I'm gonna
Like,
have Gary disable your Pandora.
No. I'll use my damn phone. Remember, my phone's the only one that works. I got a booster and mine's the only one that works.
Damn.
Score.
Damn the luck.
One win for me.
I'll just like be trained, but I'll be trained. Wait. SAP doesn't start till January.
Correct.
Damn it.
That's if we get it done.
If we get it done.
Come on. Most employers are like 6 months past their due date.
Oh, that's true. And we're talking about this place. So yeah, well, like 2023.
Probably so. God, I can't believe it's almost 2022.
I feel like I'm totally missing something. Although I've been on maternity leave for too long.
They are changing. So instead of having like 5 different systems, we're going all to SAP. So production will scan into SAP. The trucking system will do all their inbounds and outbounds in SAP. All the maintenance will do everything in SAP. The accounting girls will do everything in SAP. Let's see, what else we got? I think that's it. So yeah.
Okay, so
everything-
it's nothing that I really gotta. Okay.
Nope.
Now what?
Yeah, you don't have to worry about
I
it.
don't have to worry about.
I'm just, like, I'm gonna be spending a whole lot of time in the back.
Listening to Christmas music.
I mean, in the back.
Listening to Christmas
No,
music.
Christmas music's in the office.
You could go back there with
I'd
Vinny.
be in
He'll
the
be.
back.
No.
You could go back there with Vinny.
I will control both radios. It's
off.
Christmas.
Yeah, no. You could go back there with Vinny, but he'll play his weird ass music or some kind of podcast.
No, I'm wearing
or...
headphones. Y'all are weird.
We are not weird.
I need my, like,
Just wait. I didn't get Mama Penguin name for, I got it for a reason. Y'all
No,
gonna
she
laugh
did,
at me.
She did have penguins up last year.
I still have penguins up. What are you talking about?
I don't mind
I
the,
haven't
like,
been in there in a
decorations.
hot minute.
That's cool,
I've never
but-
taken down
Oh, you
the
did?
Oh, no.
penguin stickies, the gel things. They're up there. I got the same set in my bathroom.
That's cute.
Oh, just wait till Christmas, the day
Oh,
after
God.
Thanksgiving. You all will laugh at me when you come to my house. My 200 and some penguins are gonna come out of their boxes and be like, la.
Where do you store
my
them?
God.
In your storage unit?
For now, until I move them to the back bedroom.
Oh, they're gonna have their own room.
They're gonna have yes.
Oh my god.
Oh my
And
god.
they're gonna like all come alive in the middle of
Don't
the
you
night.
dare
and
say
be
that.
like,
I got rid of my kids' toy because I thought it was coming alive. It didn't even have batteries in it, and it still like played music.
Oh no.
I said, again, ghosts are real.
Did you
Yeah.
ever have a Furby?
Yes, I
Oh my
had
god.
a Furby.
Fuck this thing.
They're
Fuck this
creepy,
thing.
but yeah, I had
Oh my
one.
god, yes.
They are creepy.
Mm-hmm.
I drove to California from here in my little Ford Escort, and the radio in it was broken. So I took my Furby and I put him on the dash, so I would have somebody to talk to on the drive. Shit, you not. So in California, when you're crossing the state line, they make you stop at like this like customs gate, and they ask you, like where
Wait
you.
a minute, California is part of the United States, right?
Yeah, there's
so why is there a custom?
there's a reason. So they ask you where you're coming from,
Kansas,
and they ask you if you have any food.
a Furby.
You're not allowed to take food into California because of the fruit flies. Now remember, California is hugely an agricultural state, and the last thing that they want are our fucking bugs. So they will, if you have any fruit or vegetables or anything like that, they will trash that shit right there at the state line. And so this guy's all like, where you come from? And I'm like, Kansas. And he's like, you got any food or anything? And I was like, no. And he's like, which Furby's name? And I was like, Toto. And he's like, okay, have a good day. And I drove away thinking, man, I just told this guy that I was a girl from Kansas with a Furby named Toto. And I laughed the rest of the way. And then I got to California, and a friend of mine was a fucking genius, and he took apart the console to my car, and back underneath the console, back behind the steering wheel, is the brain of your car. And it looks like this big, huge, like fuse, like holder, and it has all these like millions of fuses that go into it. That son of a bitch fixed it and got my radio going.
Poor Furby.
And
Right.
No longer needed.
No more conversations.
oh man, what ended up happening to that Furby? I don't remember. I think
It
I left
burned?
him. I think I left him at U.S. Cellular because I had a job there. It's Edward Jones now, across from Brahms.
Oh.
But I used to work there when it used to be U.S. Cellular. And I had him there, and I left him there. Creepy little
Probably a good thing. I remember waking up in the middle of the night just staring at it, going, "Okay." I mean, it was staring right back at me, and then blinking. And
I remember watching Gremlins as a kid and looking at that Furby, worried he was gonna get wet. I just aged myself. I know.
It's okay.
But yeah, I was like, it was my purpose to keep that guy dry.
Do you know that was a movie, right?
Yeah, but like I said, the hot water in the shower, that's not happening to me.
oh my god.
I'm like, duly noted.
I'm out of wine.
Oh, baby, I got you.
Yeah, but I
Shit,
gotta
right.
drive home soon.
I know, me too. That's why I
God.
haven't filled mine back up either.
I just been enjoying this.
Okay, so who is bringing the bags of fruit for next week? And we're gonna pour the Moscato d'Asti. You guys saw that post, right?
No.
Oh my god, I tagged everybody in it.
Oh, is that what? Okay, no,
They were like,
because
get
Vince.
a bag of fruit from Aldi's.
Yeah, no, Vince saw that and he was like, "What? Why the fuck am I tagged in it?"
Because you guys shop at Aldi's. I never
Yeah.
go to Aldi's. But I've heard him talk about going to Aldi's. So
And
like
if Aldi's would like to sponsor us, please
Yeah,
get to
right.
us.
right? And so like you get a little bag of fruit from Aldi's, a frozen thing, and then you pour in your wine and I guess let it sit for a minute and then put a straw in it that looks just like a Capri Sun.
Okay, so
Put a
I'll have to
straw
remember.
in
I'll
it.
try to remember for.
So instead of having box wine, we'll have our little adult Capri Suns. We'll be drinking out of the straw.
Right? That's what, yes, we should totally.
I am known for carrying a blender of strawberry daiquiris with a silly straw.
Nice.
That's how I drank when I was a kid.
Nice.
I did not share. And I am mad at Bacardi. They used to make this great strawberry daiquiri mix. It don't matter how much liquor you stuck in this, it still never tasted like liquor.
Strawberry
Yes. No, I'm not 17.
Oh
hot July.
Add like 20 years to that. 20.
Saw
How old am I? 38?
Wow.
My
Okay, so-
first taste of love. Ooh, bittersweet.
I think she's had too much wine.
Yeah, probably. Need some water.
And she had a lot of coffee. I think it's a bad mix.
Wine and coffee.
Kids, coffee, and wine do not mix together.
Oh man.
I don't know how she sleeps. She drinks coffee from the time she wakes up to the time she goes to bed.
No, normally I try to stop drinking coffee before I leave work. And today I actually left work with coffee, and I was like, "That's okay. I'm gonna need it tonight." You know, because we're hanging out. But yeah, I try to get in a lot of water. Those big Wendy's 30-ounce cups, I try to drink at least 2 of those of water per night. I don't always make it, but gotta have my water. But yeah, the last 2 days I've been waking up at like 3:30 in the morning. My brain just like once I wake up and I have like that first thought and I get pissed off. First thought always pisses me off. And
You
then
need to rethink yourself.
and then my sinuses start to drain and I start sneezing and there's no going back to sleep after that.
I'm usually just up because I gotta feed it its little
Well,
turd.
yeah.
But no, I totally get it because usually once I get up in the morning, I have my cup of coffee.
Mm-hmm.
Usually after dropping off the boys, I'm having doing another pot of coffee.
Oh my god.
You gotta be careful, you're breastfeeding.
Yeah, I know.
He gets that, and that could be why he's fussy. He's
really
caffeinated.
It's really why he's gassy. It was funny because after I had him, and Vince was like, "Oh my god, so proud of you, Mama. You did this without any medicine or anything."
Because you had no choice.
Yeah.
You were an idiot and didn't go when I told you to go.
I didn't go when Vince told me to go.
I know, but you should listen to me, not
know.
Vincent. Sorry, Vinny.
But he's like, to reward you, I'll get you Starbucks. I'm like, yes, Starbucks. Haven't had it in a very hot minute. And then like the nurses came back after I had it, was feeding him, and they were like, okay, we're gonna take baby just so we could do this. And I was like, okay, cool. And I mean, we already noticed that he was being really smelly. And then they come back and they're like, yeah, he has really bad gas. And we were like, yeah, we think it's probably a reaction to like my coffee, because after I drank it and he was feeding off of me, he really started having bad gas. I mean, he still has really bad gas, which I keep going, okay, did he poop? Like, did he? And then it's like, no, you just farted. Like, you definitely your daddy's son. Like,
Doesn't poop.
well, now he's on the schedule of events on pooping. Like, because he's trying to, like, especially this morning, change his butt before I took the boys to school. He pooped, which was like, yay, finally he pooped. Like, whatever. Got back home, pooped again. I'm like, okay, cool. Like, we're doing good. I shit you not, I changed his dad's, put his onesie back on and shit. He fucking shit again. And I'm like, oh my, okay. And I told Vince, I was like, I shit you not, he did this. And I told Vince one time I changed him after a shitty diaper. And I was there cleaning him up. Nope, he was still shitting. And I'm like, child.
I wonder, you know, coffee helps a person poop. So I wonder if he's getting that effect.
I hope so. I mean, because, like, we were concerned because he was going so many days without pooping.
Right.
And, I mean, it's not like I really skip a day on my coffee.
Right.
So it's like, we kind of started giving him, like, a little bit of apple juice with some water mixed in with it, which that was kind of helping him with his spit up and kind of pooping and everything. But, like, the last week or so, we haven't done the apple juice.
Y'all should try giving him some probiotics, like kefir or yogurt. You could get they make a plain vanilla kefir that you could give to him, because it all starts with the gut, and the probiotics will balance his gut bacteria.
Is he even old enough to do that yet? Or?
He's not old enough for you to give him apple juice, so if you're going to give him apple juice, may as well give him
Vince,
probiotics.
well, of course,
the
Vince is
virgin
over here.
gut is out the window, baby. Y'all just fucking like...
This one we kind of just screwed all
But I mean, I'm just saying, if you're going to supplement, you know, his diet, then give him something that's actually going to benefit his gut, and that's going to be the probiotics.
Well, that's even when we took him for his 2-month visit, we told the doctor, because we just started again flipping him from, like, well, I still breastfeed, but we also give him, like, at least that 4 ounces of formula, not unless it's like our nights to where he's getting more than that, because, well, daddy is kind of too lazy to heat up my breast milk that I have saved and just rather make a bottle.
Now, the breast milk is easier for his gut to digest.
Oh, yeah.
But people will buy those probiotic tablets that come in the capsules that you can pull apart. And so if you give them a bottle of formula, you could open one of those capsules and drop it into that would be a good way to get it into them. But those are expensive. Like, Maya never drank cow's milk, you know, because she was diagnosed with Crohn's when she was 12 months old, and she was exclusively breastfed, and we just never did cow's milk. I gave her kefir and yogurt instead. So, you know, I was like, first, whenever a child has any kind of a gut issue, the first thing the doctors always tell you is to eliminate cow's milk from your diet. And there's hidden cow's milk in everything.
Right.
ScaryMommy.com has a fantastic cheat sheet for hidden milk products that is actually small enough that you can print it out and put it in your wallet. But it has like all the different names that milk is going to be called inside of the box or packaged food. It's dry. But anyway, that's the doctors will tell you to eliminate cow's milk. And so so instead of us even trying cow's milk, we just went straight to like kefir and yogurt. And, you know, it has the protein, it has, you know, the same vitamins. It just doesn't have all the fat. So I have milk in my house for my coffee, but I'm the only one that drinks it. She likes goat's milk. Goat's milk is excellent. Goat's milk is the closest thing to human breast milk that's out there.
Really?
That you can buy. And
Or not suggesting.
right.
Right.
But
Anyway.
you could probably give him goat's milk. I
might have to
would
try
say that's
that.
probably safe. I don't think it tastes as good as cow's milk, but I really like cow's milk, so Maya loves goat's milk. I will buy her goat's milk. She'll drink the shit out of it.
I'll do the soy milk. But it has to have like that, like, I'll do the soy vanilla or soy chocolate. I would drink the shit out of the soy chocolate.
One thing
but-
that you have to watch out for in alternative milks is this thing called. Hold on. Oh crap. What is it called? I think it starts with a. Damn wine. Let me think about it and I'll come back to that. It is, it's something, it's like an emulsifier or something that they put in alternative milk products and it's really, really bad. You don't want it. Go catch it,
Cocoa Gadget Google, yes.
I have nothing to Google. Because I have no phone.
Oh
Yeah,
man.
kids.
My little stinker took it.
I am seriously surprised Benny hasn't come out here and go save me from these kids. Or got handed a baby yet.
I know.
I'm waiting for that moment.
My roommate still has homework.
Uh-oh. We might as well start wrapping this up then. Because we have to be adults.
They're in there playing Mario Kart.
Yeah,
I
they
wanted
do.
to play
But it's
Mario.
getting close
Why,
to my
why,
bedtime.
why didn't you have her just bring her homework here? Vince would have made her do it.
I tried. I really did.
How did the project go?
Her teacher said that he was proud of her.
Yay!
Yes, I was super, super excited.
So what is this project? 'Cause
It,
oh my God, I don't
it's
know.
kind of like a grand book report
Ow.
where you include a visual aid. But other than that, it's pretty much similar to a book report. But she drew her picture, and it was really, really cool.
I hear a door.
I know, I
Yeah,
hear
they're
it
coming
too.
to get us. What is that called?
I think it's Shelly.
What's up? Where'd you get a puppet?
Oh, it's Jude's little horsey thingy. Yeah, I think Vinny and Jude named it.
What? You can't have them. They're not Vinny's.
Well, I
They're
mean, in
Mike's.
ways it's Vinny's, but it's also mine.
It's for Mike.
Do you have any soy milk?
It's kind
I
of
do
like
not.
a YouTube show.
Do you have
We
any milk alternatives?
No, we just have
That
milk.
one's not on.
That's probably gonna.
See,
I was
there's
like,
only
go
3
get me the
screens.
thing, and I'll tell you which
Yeah, no.
ingredient it is that's on it.
I'm the
but-
only one
come
that likes
Okay.
stupid shit like that.
Hey,
I
you gotta
guess.
come over here.
Silk brand chocolate milk in the
Love that.
cooler.
You need to come.
In the
You wanna say
cooler.
hi?
You can't buy the warm.
Oh
ones
yeah,
that
no,
are on the
I
shelf.
always get the fresh.
It's the Silk brand chocolate milk, and it is the only one that I ever found that does not have that
Yeah,
ingredient.
no,
in it.
if I do soy milk, it's always the silk milk, because
Yeah,
that's my
but
shit right there.
It's soy. Soy's
I
not
know.
good. It's because it's so much GMO. What is that called? That's gonna drive me nuts. I'm gonna call you tonight in the middle of the night and be like, I finally remembered.
Yeah, I'll probably not. Won't have my phone. So I'm guessing with the kids here, and Vinny's not even in sight.
Maybe he fell asleep with the baby.
I don't even say that. I might. I mean, that's my job, but like, other than that. And I think with that, we're gonna probably wrap this up. So.
It doesn't work. Okay, go back inside.
Yeah.
Until next next week.
Until next
Till
week.
next time.
I guess we're gonna be signing off. Not until Vinny gives me like an email address or something that we could tag onto this, so people could email us if they have any topics. I guess we could do. I mean, that's what we kind of do with our ghost stories.
Maybe next time.
Yeah, maybe next time. I don't know.
Well,
But
this was fun. Hopefully we'll do it again.
Yeah.
I mean, as long as you guys are down, I'm down. Vinny, well, I mean,
I've never
you know.
done this before. It's kind of cool.
This was fun. Shelby, stop.
Okay, I guess until next time.
Peace.
We'll catch you guys later.
Nope, I hear the baby.